Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be doing episode number 56, I believe, of I Build Your Teams, the series where I build my viewer squads into the best teams possible for my team showdown or whatever else you might be playing. Actually, this is episode number 57. My apologies, but we got 6 teams today to go through and rank as per normal, or not rank, but help improve. And before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. And this first team today comes in from Micah. He's got 364,000 MT, and he's got a solid squad. I'm looking at this team, and my initial question is, he says he's looking for some upgrades. I don't know why Alonzo Mourning is still on this team, to be honest. Kevin McHale is free. Get that man from the exchange. Easy upgrade right there, and it makes you MT. You sell your Alonzo, you get Kevin McHale, you make like what, close to 100,000 MT. I don't know exactly how much Alonzo's going for right now, but I would say realistically that's going to put you closer to 450-ish thousand MT, maybe even a little more than that. I don't know. You could also sell the Kembe if you wanted to, if you really want to upgrade it big, in which case you would probably run Ewing at the 4, Lopez backup 4, and like pick up a new backup 5 if you really wanted to upgrade. I also don't think it'd be a bad idea to kind of just leave this as is. I feel like you kind of missed out last week with Rudy Gay, because Rudy Gay would have allowed you to put him at shooting guard and then have Dr. J and LaMelo at point guards. Improves the size of your lineup a bit. And if you have him in your last 3 or something, I would throw him in there. Otherwise, I don't know. You could always pick up a dark matter shooting guard like a Steve Smith or a Matt Harpring or somebody like that as well, if you wanted to fill that spot and give yourself some more size in the lineup. But McHale to me is the number one guy. And then, I mean, you could also look for Rick Smits or Taco Fall or Opal Wimby, or if you want to spend a lot of, like pretty much all your MT, you could sell Alonzo, sell Dikembe, buy Big Z. You got options. So hopefully that is helpful. This is Inson's team. He's got 1.3 mil, says he wants a better center. Okay. I would just slide Ewing to power forward, and then you buy a center. And probably buy Big Z. That's the center to buy, honestly. You got enough MT to where you should buy him. There are other cheaper options, but I would just get him. Run Dikembe and Big Z, and then Ewing and Wimby. And I think you're chilling if you just do that. That being said, after that, the point guard position, I mean, you have Diaw. I would run Diaw over Shea personally, just for size. I really think maybe save some MT and potentially pick up a PG. I mean, you're level 24. I don't know if you're planning to try to get to level 40 or not. If you could for Dr. J, that'd be really helpful. You could always go out and buy like an Amen Thompson or somebody like that if you wanted to buy a quality point guard who's pretty affordable, like somebody like him. I would get Big Z though. He's the number one upgrade for sure. Otherwise, team looks solid, but if you want to look to upgrade at point guard, I think that would be a good idea. This third team comes in from Shadow. It's another really good squad. He's got 1.5 mil, 20 legend brawn, and I guess Rick has 20 legends as well, and then Big Z has 40. I like this team. I love your point guards. You got Rudy. I would run Seti over Carmelo personally, but you got both those guys as options. Braun and Poku at small forward is solid. Big Z and Shaq is good, and then you have Ralph and Rick Smits. He says he wants a shooting guard upgrade. The thing about that is I really like Rudy Gay and Cedric Maxwell personally, so I almost wouldn't even really want to upgrade that much, because the honest truth is, who are you going to buy who's going to be a big upgrade without spending like literally all of your MT? Because you probably want to hold on to it for some of like end game. And I just off the top of my head don't have the guy for you at the shooting guard position with the guys you already have. It just feels like it's too much MT to spend for any. I mean, I don't really know who you'd even buy. Like, I feel like you're looking at GOAT cards, like a GOAT Tracy McGrady, for example. But like, that's spending all your MT. You know what I'm saying? For me, I kind of would just run the shooting guards you have. I would get McHale just because he's an upgrade over probably Braun and definitely Pokashevsky overall. Get him for free. And then, I mean, I kind of would leave this team as is. That's the honest truth. For a team like this, that's this well-rounded already, you get the free card like McHale, but otherwise you call it there, because I don't think, I mean, you really want to spend all your MT right now. You got a really well-rounded, really solid squad, and we got GOAT packs coming out in a couple weeks. Like, I don't think you want to spend all your MT when your team's already looking super solid like this. Corey's got 750,000 MT and another pretty good squad. Dr. J and Ben, Rudy and Carmelo, Brian Scalabrine and LeBron, Shaq and Ewing, and then KP and Brook Lopez. KP is his only sellable card. I do think it would be nice to be able to upgrade at the backup center position. Couple options to do that. Number one would be just be like an Opal Wimby who's a little bit over 100K. Get a badged version of him though. I mean, I sold a souped up Opal Wimby for like 115K yesterday. He's not selling for very much anymore. That's a very attainable card, and I would potentially consider him if you want to spend more MT. Y'all know where I'm going to go with this. Big Z, that's where I always go with this. If you want to spend the MT and you have enough MT to get him, the problem is if you do spend all of it, you're not going to have much left. And so I think a Rick Smits or a Taco or a obviously a Wimby or somebody like that could be a solid option to save you some MT. Outside of that, again, maybe you add Mikhail to this lineup if you think he fits in here. If you prefer Scalabrini and Braun, totally fine with that. But I like the way this team looks a lot. Eli's got 100,000 MT, doesn't have a lot of MT, but he needs a power forward. Honestly, maybe, but first, let's just address this. D-Book, Shea, Dominique, you got 3 point guards. Pick 2 of them. I don't care which 2, but your 2 favorites of those 3 and have them as your 2 PGs. Slide Rudy Gay to shooting guard, get that Kevin McHale with the GOAT pieces and put him at small forward. That's your first thing, because that's going to upgrade the size of your lineup and just make your front 3, your backcourt, I should say, a little bit better. Your 4 bigs here are Willis, Patrick Ewing, Mo Bamba, and Miles Turner. I like Ewing. I like Bamba with his size. I don't love Willis Reed or Miles Turner at this point as much. I think I'd run Ewing at the... Honestly, I think maybe you kind of just take one of whoever you like the least out and just put in like Opal Wimby again. I think he's going to be your best bet in terms of a good card that's going to be relatively affordable. If you can make a lit MT, you could definitely get Opal Wimby. And if he's your biggest center upgrade for sure. And then you slide Ewing to power forward, and then I guess you could have like either Willis or Turner and Bamba off your bench, put Bamba at center. That's probably what I would do as of right now. I don't know what else you could do as of today to make this team a lot better, but I would definitely add Mikhail, and then probably Opal Wimby is going to be your best bet at the center position. And then finally, you got Playboy Ike, or Playboy Kef, sorry. He's got 374,000 MT, hasn't been in a video all year. Well, now is your lucky day. And this is a good squad, although again, sellable Braun. This is an easy upgrade. Y'all know where I'm going. Kevin McHale, that's going to make you a couple 100,000 MT and get you McHale. To me, that is a W. So I would easily make 100% make that change. I think that's, I mean, Braun's pretty expensive, especially if he's badged. He's still one of the most expensive 100 overalls. If you have a badged up Braun, you could easily get 500,000+ MT for him. And I don't know. Mikhail slides in there. You have a lot more MT to work with, and then you can go get yourself a center. You can go get a Big Z or a Taco or a Rick Smits or a Wimby or somebody like that, depending on how much you want to spend and who fits your mold. But then you can run Ewing and Tim Duncan as your power forwards, put Dikembe off the bench, give you some more size. Could put Lopez instead of Timmy D if you wanted to as well. I might consider that. Put Dikembe your backup 5, though. Buy a new starting 5. And between those 2 things, adding Mikhail and adding a new 5, you're going to be looking really solid. And honestly, probably have around the same amount of MT that you had before as well, with a couple upgrades. So that's pretty nice. That being said, that is the final team for today's video. I hope you all did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.